Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from United Fire Group Inc. We'll be decoding their latest filing to see what's really going on behind the scenes. So stick around, grab a coffee, and let's get started. Before we jump in, if you love getting the real scoop on corporate finances without the jargon, make sure you are subscribed. We also have a fantastic Discord community where we break down these filings even further, and you can find the link in the description below. Let's get this sorted. So what we have here is a current report from United Fire Group Inc. filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or CC. This report is essentially a heads up about significant events that the company wants to share with investors and the public. Think of it as important news that can't wait for the next big quarterly or annual report. The key date here is the 21st of November, 2025. This is when the main event that prompted this filing happened. United Fire Group Inc. is the company we are looking at. They are based in Iowa and incorporated there. You might know them by their stock ticker symbol UFCs. Now, usually we would skip over things like phone numbers and addresses, but it is always good to know where a company is physically located and how to reach them. United Fire Group Inc. is headquartered in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This part tells us that their common stock, which is basically the ownership shares of the company, trades on the NASDAQ Global Select Market under the symbol UFCs. This is a pretty reputable exchange, so it shows they are a publicly traded company of a certain caliber. Alright, let's get to the good stuff, the actual reason for this filing, which falls under other events. This is where the significant news is hiding. What happened on the 21st of November 2025 is that the Board of Directors of United Fire Group, or UFG, made a decision about their dividends. They declared a quarterly cash dividend of $0.16 per share. This means if you own shares of UFG stock, they will give you $0.16 for each share you hold. This payment is scheduled for the 19th of December, with a cut-off date for who gets paid on the 5th of December. This is a pretty clear sign that the company is doing well enough to return some profits directly to its shareholders. It's a way to reward investors and signal confidence in their financial health. This section tells us about the supporting documents called exhibits that come with this report. The most important exhibit here is Exhibit 99.1, which is the company's press release. This press release likely contains more details about the dividend declaration and perhaps some commentary from the company's leadership. It's essentially the company's official announcement to the public about this dividend news. Exhibit 104 is the interactive data file. This is usually for regulatory purposes, making the financial data more accessible for analysis by machines and regulators. And finally, we have the signatures. This part simply confirms that the report has been officially authorized and signed on behalf of United Fire Group Inc. The signature here is from Kevin Leidwinger, who is the Chief Executive Officer. That means the top boss of the company has signed off on this report, giving it their official stamp of approval. So let's put it all together. United Fire Group Inc. is a publicly traded insurance company. The main news from this filing is that their board of directors has decided to pay a shareholder dividend. This is generally a positive signal. It indicates that the company has sufficient cash flow and confidence in its ongoing operations to distribute some of its earnings back to its owners, the shareholders, for investors, especially those looking for income. This is a concrete benefit. It also suggests that the company is not facing any immediate cash crunches or major reinvestment needs that would prevent them from sharing profits. However, it is important to remember that a dividend announcement is just one piece of the puzzle. While it is good news, it doesn't tell us the whole story about the company's financial performance or its future prospects. We would need to look at their more comprehensive financial reports, like their quarterly 10Q or annual 10K filings, to get a full understanding of their revenues, expenses, profits, debts, and overall financial health. This 8K filing is more of a snapshot of a specific event. In the grand scheme of things, United Fire Group Inc. is operating in the insurance industry, which can be quite cyclical and sensitive to economic conditions, interest rates, and major events like natural disasters. Declaring a dividend can be a tactic to boost investor confidence and potentially attract more investment, especially during times when market sentiment might be cautious. It shows a commitment to shareholder value. Now, looking at this report from a broader perspective, what does a dividend declaration truly mean? It means the company has generated enough profit, and more importantly, enough free cash flow to cover its operational needs, pay its debts, and still have money left over to give back to its owners. This is a sign of maturity and financial stability. For investors, it's a direct financial return on their investment. Think of it like a small business owner taking some profit out of the register to enjoy at the end of the month. It implies the business is healthy enough to sustain itself, and then some. What are the potential risks or opportunities here? An opportunity is obviously the steady income stream for shareholders. A risk, though, could be if the company becomes too reliant on dividends as a way to attract investors, rather than focusing on growth and reinvestment that could lead to even higher returns in the long run. However, without seeing their detailed financials, it is hard to say if this is a strategic move for growth or simply a reward for past success. The fact that it's an 8K filing means this dividend decision was considered material enough to warrant immediate reporting, which is standard practice. To sum it up, United Fire Group Inc. has announced a quarterly dividend of $0.16 per S-share. This is a positive development indicating financial stability and a commitment to shareholder returns. However, it's just one piece of data. For a complete picture of the company's performance and direction, you'd need to examine their full financial statements and consider how this dividend fits into their overall business strategy. Alright, that's our decoding of United Fire Group's latest report. What are your thoughts on this dividend announcement? Do you think it signals a strong company, or is there more to the story? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth corporate analysis delivered in plain English. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.